So I just want to answer 2 questions that I got from a recent video, kind of expound on it a little further. I did answer it in the comment section, but wanted to dive a little bit deeper. Welcome, my name is Patrice, The.Patrice.Denise. I'm over here living a healthy, sustainable life, one day at a time, one step at a time. Welcome, wellness warriors. Over here we are claiming the victory, conquering and managing different health conditions that may come our way, while also working on ourselves in other aspects of our life, mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, and so forth. We're doing it all. We're just doing it all over here. But welcome, wellness warriors. So I wanted to answer 2 questions from a recent video that I did. It was on the Mounjaro maintenance update video where I updated you on my maintenance journey, as well as the dose and the scheduling that I am on Mounjaro. So yes, I am on the medication Mounjaro. I have been on this medication since December of 2022. Well, actually November 30th, 2022. Long backstory, prior to that I was on Ozempic, but now here on October 1st, I am maintaining, we'll talk about what is maintaining, but I am maintaining on the dose 7.5 milligrams, and you can learn more about that in that video. I will link it down below, but I wanted to dive into 2 questions that I got from that video. And the first question was from It's thank you. He always has the most thoughtful questions that get you to think about what is going on at that particular time. But it kind of got me to thinking about maintenance. What is maintenance? But his question was, when you say maintenance, are you referring to maintaining a certain weight range? Are you referring to keeping a certain glucose range? Are you talking about other health markers you're trying to maintain? He says he sees several creators talking about maintenance, but he's always curious about what they're maintaining. So, great question. And this has many layers. But for me, when I say I am maintaining, so it's a couple things that I'm maintaining during this time, and I'm maintaining on the dose that I am on right now. So like I said, I'm on 7.5 milligrams, been on that since December of 2023. So I've been maintaining now 2 months shy of 2 years. No, actually 2023. Yes, 2 months shy of 2 years. So I've been maintaining on that dose. And what is maintenance? What am I maintaining? What are you talking about? Essentially, right. I'm maintaining the weight loss that I had. So my journey with Mounjaro for that year that I was actively trying to lose weight, because yes, I am on Mounjaro for type 2 diabetes to help with controlling the blood sugars. And we'll talk about that part in a second. But I also got on Mounjaro because I wanted to lose more weight. So I went to my provider back in 2022 and I wanted to up my dose on Ozempic. Y'all know the story. But I wanted to up my dose on Ozempic because I started to hear all about what Ozempic can do, not only for blood sugars, but for weight. So essentially I did switch to Mounjaro for weight management. So I lost 35-ish pounds in that first year on Mounjaro. And I'm trying to, or I have been continuing to maintain that weight loss. I want to continue to keep that 35-ish pounds down, essentially. So in that regard, I am maintaining my weight on 7.5 milligrams. Then again, there's another aspect. I said I have the diagnosis of type 2 diabetes. So I am also striving, working, continuing to do the things that I need to do to maintain the A1C. So my A1C prior to Mounjaro was as high as 13. I got that down with Ozempic and putting in health habits. And then once I got on Mounjaro, my A1C was 5.9 at that time. Now it ranges from 5.2 to 5.4. And I continue to maintain that range. So I am saying that during my maintenance journey right now, those are the 2 things that I'm measuring: my weight and my A1C. Now, caveat to that, if you saw a previous video, because it will air before this one, I did do the 75 soft challenge, 75-day challenge, and with that challenge, that did help me to come down from 170. Because so my range that I'm maintaining is 160 to 170 pounds. So I crept up to 170. Why I came right after I came back from a vacation. I got on the scale and I weighed 170. And so me doing that 75 sock came right on time to help me to wheel it all back in and start implementing habits again, because during the summertime I kind of got off, you know how you do during the summertime, life happens, and we got to kind of refocus ourselves. So that helped me to refocus on my journey. So you could say that I was out of my maintenance phase at that time, because I was actively pursuing getting under or getting back into my range. So you could say that I was out of the maintenance phase at that time. However, I didn't change my dose on my medication. I just focused real hard on the different habits that were kind of already in place, and other habits that I wanted to get back in place. So during that time, I was kind of out of my maintenance phase, but still in the maintenance phase. I know. It's as clear as mud, right? Right. But this whole journey is clear as mud. So, so those are the two things that I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying to maintain, or it's striving to maintain, continuing to maintain, working hard to continue to put in the habits needed to maintain is my weight and my A1C. Now, y'all know all the habits that I put in place to keep my weight under control, which kind of correlates to the A1C, or does correlate to your A1C, because your nutrition, focusing on the things that you are ingesting in your body, and focusing on your macros. Then my movement, y'all know all about my movement and what I like to do for that. Getting in that good water, staying hydrated, and then trying to do better with my rest. Those are the things that I have in place that not only affect my weight maintenance, but also affects my A1C maintenance. However, on this GLP-1 journey, as well as any health journey, there may be other things that people may be trying to maintain. As Darian said in his response, is like blood pressure, cholesterol levels. You could be trying to maintain, people who may be on a GLP-1 for sleep apnea. You could be trying to maintain your stress management, which that's something I need to start working on so that I can maintain. But yeah, so there's different other things that people can be maintaining. But for me specifically, when I say maintenance, I'm talking about weight and A1C. So I hope that clears that up. One thing I forgot to say here too is right now I am doing, in the month of October, and I'll see if I'm going to carry it on further, is I began to track my blood sugars again. And that is my fasting blood sugars. So my blood sugars in the morning, as soon as I wake up, I go and I check my blood sugars, and I'm just trying to see and get an idea if my blood sugars continue to be in the range of 80 to 100, which is a good fasting blood sugar, which is a normal range for fasting blood sugar. So I have been doing that, and you can check out shorts on that in the shorts area of my channel. But yeah, so just finding different ways to monitor your progress, manage your progress, and continue to keep your progress as to where you want it to be. Maintenance looks so different for everybody. So you may be trying to maintain something totally different from what I am trying to maintain. So that was a great question. What is maintenance? So it's going to look different for everybody. And then the second question was from Idiosyncratic Girl 1. Idiosyncratic Girl 1 asks, how does taking your injections every 2 weeks affect your A1C and blood glucose levels? Great question. So we know that GLP-1s, Mounjaro specifically, because that's the one I'm taking, has been designed to regulate blood sugar, to help with insulin regulation, to help your pancreas out, and it also slows digestion. So what she was asking is basically, like I said earlier, I am on 7.5 milligrams. However, I don't take it every week. Now, this is the great spot for me to interject. I'm not a doctor, pharmacist, or a healthcare provider. I'm just sharing my personal journey, and make sure you check in with your doctor before you do anything, make any changes regarding your health plan, and just know that, yes, it is prescribed to take every week. So just know that is a fact. But the thing is that GLP-1s are used or were made to help with managing type 2 diabetes, or the glucose levels in people who have type 2 diabetes. It was made to help with insulin regulation, it's designed to slow digestion. So by me taking it every week, how has that affect that part of my physiology, right? Right. So over the last 2 years, my A1C has ranged between 5.4 and got one time it was 5.2 when I had it checked, but it seems to be, and I can actually look at it here on my phone, and I can see if I can put a screenshot right here. Let me log in real quick to my information here. Perfect. So as you can see right here, my A1C has ranged from 5.2 is not on here because 5.2 was a random little draw that I had at my local YMCA, but my A1C has ranged from 5.2, like I said, to as high as 5.6 during this time, but the last time I had it done, it was 5.4. So my A1C here, and you can see on the graph there, April of 2021 until June 28th of this year, continuing to range, just stay in that range. So even with doing it every 2 weeks, my A1C has not been affected in that way. It hasn't gone lower than the 5.2 and it hasn't gone higher than the 5.6. So I would say that right now it's okay for me to continue with every 2 weeks at this dose. So again, I'm at 7.5 milligrams, and that's what's working for my body. Now, what I have done, like I said earlier, is that I have started checking my blood sugars every day, my fasting blood sugars. I used to check that during my active process of getting down to maintenance. I used to check it every day. I did check it every day in the year of 2023. There was only 1 week where I didn't get to because I forgot my glucometer when I went on vacation. But other than that, I did check it every day, and that is documented in my Manjaro journey. And that helped me to see what things that I ate and how it affected my fasting blood sugar the day after. So what I decided to do here now is check it again for the month of October to see where, how things are going. Now that I am back talking about this GLP-1 journey, it's good to show, my progress and show things so that you can see these things. So I decided to go ahead and start checking my blood sugars again to show you guys what it is, and, based on what I'm eating and my exercise and things like that, how it all affects. So today, for instance, it was 85 when I checked my blood sugar. Now, however, when I checked it today is Wednesday, when I checked it on Sunday, it was 104. A fasting blood sugar, normal fasting blood sugar is 80 to 100. So, 104 was just a touch over that, but nothing to be too alarmed about. So we'll continue on. Now, that's a good point as well. This is my off week. So this is my off week. So what that means is that I did not take my injection this past Sunday. Today is Wednesday. I did not take it Sunday. I will take it this upcoming Sunday. So seeing my blood sugar this week really shows what's happening on that off week. So that's good. So like I said, you can check out those shorts down below. But I hope that this has answered your questions. Y'all, let me know some other questions that you may have regarding my journey, and I will definitely share it in an upcoming video. However, if I'm not able to make a video on it, I will definitely answer your questions in the comment section down below. I thank you guys. I love you guys. Until the next video or the next vlog, because y'all know I like to share my life in some type of way, form, or fashion. We can talk in the comment section, like I said below. But thank you guys again, and God bless.